Hello students, this is Namrata Thakur, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Computer Engineering at Pravin Patil Polytechnic, Bhinder East. Let's start the third part of Unit 2. Your Unit 2 is Decision Control and Loop Control. I have already uploaded Part 1 and Part 2 of the same chapter. Kindly go through it to revise your concept related to decision control and loop control. Let's start part 3. By watching this video, you will able to understand what are the different form controls available in a VB.NET and what are the use of that different form control and how to design a form using the different form controls. Student, first of all, what are the different what is the use of form control and what exactly the form control is? The form is used in a VB.NET to create a different application. So if I am saying that I am doing programming with VB.NET, that means I am developing one GUI application. So I am developing the GUI application means I am designing one form over here. So form is used in a VB.NET to create a form based or Windows based application. Using the form, we can build the attractive user interface. For example, college admission form. The form is that form control which is used for developing one application. It is like a container for holding the different control that allows the user to interact with an application. Student, suppose I have given you an assignment. Design one application form for hotel management system. What you will do? You will design one form which consists of the different things. That means you will design a container which consists of the different things which allows the user to interact with the system. Imagine that picture. You are designing the form for suppose hotel management system or flight reservation system. So at that time you are creating like enter the username, enter the customer name, enter the age, enter the destination, enter the source, or we can say that if it is hotel management system, enter the customer name, enter the menu, otherwise enter the manager name, enter the price or cost of the food. So this is all about the designing application using form. And for the design, we require different controls. And that different controls are button, label, text box, panel, timer, reach text box, combo box, list box, etc. So this is all about the different form controls. So let's check each and every form control in detail. Student, where you will get the form, but obvious, after opening the Visual Studio, you are going to the new project, and after that in new project you are clicking on the VB, you are clicking on the Windows application form, and one form will get appear over here. This is called as a form control. And these are the tools like tool, checkbox, combo box, label, etc. that are called as a form control. By using this form control, we can design interactive GUI application. Now check out this example. Suppose I want to add two numbers, or I want to write a program, or I want to develop an application to add, multiply, subtract and divide two numbers. What I will do? I will design one form over here with different control like first number, second number, result, this space and this space, as well as this button over here like add, subtraction, multiplication and division. These all are called as a form controls. So we will check out the same over here. The first one is a text box control. Students, I think you have already given the exam, online exam, or you have already filled our college admission form. In that, there is one thing, enter your name, and after that, one blank space is provided to you in a rectangular form. Yes or no? So this rectangular format or this rectangle is called as a text box. So VB.NET provides you the feature called as a text box which allows you to enter the text during runtime. All controls, simply the all form controls you are taking on the form by using drag and drop. Simply drag the text box over here and drop over here. The text box will appear on the screen. So it will allow you to enter the text during runtime. Use when you want to input some information like enter your name, enter your age, enter the cost, enter the money, enter the mass, etc. So this is the text box over here. You can even include the scroll bar in the text box by setting the properties. The next one is a label control. Students, while filling the college admission form, have you ever noticed that some things are permanent like enter your name, yeah, enter your mass, enter your fees or whatever you can say that. These things are permanent over here. You can't edit that, you can't change in that. This is only about, this is over there for the descriptive information. This is used to instruct the user do this thing. So this is called as the labels over there. So it is used to display some information in the text form which does not change. It is used to display the descriptive text and does not participate in the user input or keyboard or mouse event. As I said before, all the controls you are taking just using drag and drop operation. All form controls are available in the toolbox. So this is all about the label control. The next control is button control. Button, as you know that button, you're clicking every time on the button to do some action. For example, again I'm taking the example of your college admission form. You have already filled all the all the details, and at the end of the form there is one button called as a submit as well as the cancel. If you click on the submit, certain action will happen and your data will get stored in a database. So this is called as a button control. So whenever you want to design the button, at that time you are using the button control. Button control is used to perform a click event in the Windows form. It can be clicked by the mouse or the other enter keys. It is used to submit all the queries of the form by clicking on the submit button. However, we can set the button on the form by using drag and drop operation. Now the next one is a radio button. Now, you have already given your online exam. In that online exam, there is one question. Select your class. Because the question paper is similar to the same to the COA, COB and IF. And there are certain options like COA, COB and IF. What you people are doing over here? You are selecting only one option, suppose COA. So this circle is used to select the option. But at a time, only one option gets selected. That is either you can select COA, otherwise COB, otherwise IF. So this kind, whenever you want to design such kind of things, you are using the radio button. So here, whenever you want to select one option from the number of options, at that time you are using the radio button control. So here radio button is present in the toolbox. Use the drag and drop operation to set the radio button over here. So this is all about the radio button. Now the label control we have already seen, that is it is used to display the descriptive text. The next one is a list box control. Students, suppose you want to design the form where you want to show the different list of items over here. For example, select fruit. Select your favorite fruit. Now, there is a list of things over here. There can't be only one option. You can select a multiple list over here. So, therefore, Here I am using the list box control to display the list of items to the user. So I am like list of vegetable, list of fruit, list of subject, list of course, and here you are giving some options in the list box. So whenever you want to list something or you want to having a collection of something, so you want to show the collection of something, you are using the list box control. Next one is a combo box control. Students, suppose you want to give the drop down list option. Some you have seen somewhere you have one text box like option over there and here's having the drop down list. So whenever you want to give the drop down list with many items here, if you want to see if you want to show only list, go for the list box, but if you want to say the short drop down option at that time, go for the combo box. So it is a combination of text box and the combination of the text box in which user enter the text and drop down list from which the user select an item. In combo box we can show one item at a time. Now the next one is a picture box. Suppose you want to show some picture on your form, some image on your form. At that time, use a control called as a picture box. So picture box is used for displaying the images on the form. You can set the image at both at the runtime as well as during the runtime or at the design time. So this is all about the picture box. The next control is a panel control. Students, suppose there are n number of controls like button, label, text box on your screen. If you want to put that under one container, so at that time you are using the panels here. This is the panel. Inside that panel we can set the different control like button, label to etc. So it will show you one border. In that border or in that rectangle you can set or you can place all the options like button, labels, etc. It is displayed by default without any border at the runtime, or you can set the border if you want. The next one is a tab control. Students, have you ever seen such controls anywhere? The first control shows the different option, the second tab shows the different option. Yes, because sometimes you may cross or you may find some situation where in one form we have a different tabs 1 2 1 2 3, and after selecting that tab the different operations will get performed. Like here, suppose I am selecting this tab email, so it will ask me enter your email id and the submit. And suppose I am selecting the tab called as a language, it will display me select the language. If under one form, if you want to display the different option, at that time you are using the tab control. So tab control displays the multiple tab like dividers in a notebook or label in a set of folders. This tab contains the picture and the other controls also, picture box or other control also. So this is all about the tab control. The next one is a timer control. If you want to place the time for or if you want to repeat some task after some interval. Suppose I want to display one label after 10 seconds or one label after 30 seconds. So otherwise I want to design an application for traffic signal. In traffic signal, first of all the red signal will appear, then after 10 seconds the yellow will appear, after 10 seconds the green will appear. So in this case we are using the timer control. So whenever you want to repeat any task at a given interval, time interval, you are using the timer control. We are going to execute an application after specific amount of time. Once you take the timer on the form, it is not displayed on the form, but at the end of the form, it will get displayed over here. We are having one important property called as interval, which help us to set the time for the particular application. There are two methods called as a start and stop for activating the timer and deactivating the timer respectively. The next control is the the last control is the timer control. So by using this control you can design an interactive application. We are going to see in a practical how to design the interactive application using all this control. If you have any doubt, let me know. I'm, I will surely help you to solve the same. So thank you.